nice job.
Very good.
Hockey player and opera singer. Jim Corneliuson, better have your game going. What was her name again?
Caitlin O'Brien.
I'll have you talk about her. That's good. Hello, everybody. Again, this is Tom Moretti with John Workus. John, we didn't have much chance to talk to each other, but what a nice pregame show, I have to admit.
Great every time.
You know what? It has a few new twists, which I like. The kids skating up with the flags, and obviously one of our own Jaguar players,
Kate O'Brien.
Kate, she's got hockey player. I said hockey player and opera singer. You can't beat that.
No, you can't.
Can't beat that. So anyway, as they said, this is a 10 and under gold championship game, Blackhawk Cup for the Nihil Northern Illinois Hockey League, and you got in green with white stripes. You got the St. Jude Knights, a very old charter club with Nihil and also Dusty Illinois Hockey, and then actually Wilmette Trevians. They've been around a long time too. So some lot of history of both these clubs, John.
Yep, and a lot of history between the two clubs. Also, some good history this season between these two teams. Each team, they've faced each other 3 times this season. Each game has ended in a tie.
Well, hopefully we won't have that experience today, but no one's going to tie today. Someone's going to win the game.
Somebody has to win the game today, yes.
Do we have any scores on that, John?
I do not have scores on that.
Okay. Well, anyway, it sounds like they're both pretty even.
Yep.
And, again, this is 10 and under. This used to be called what we used to call the squirt level.
Yes.
Now they go by age groups. And, this is kind of the first real age level where you're playing hockey.
Yes.
It's not developmental at this stage. Now you're playing a full sheet of ice, and because you're old enough to do it. And there is no checking. That's one thing. They still cannot check.
No checking, 11-minute period still, minute and a half penalties. So, still condensed game a little bit for them, but you can tell at the gold level, these kids are going to be a little bit more skilled.
Yes.
And they should be able to move the puck pretty quick, and we should see some good hockey.
And as I said, these I can remember. I think St. Jude still plays out of Crestwood.
Southwest.
Southwest Ice Arena. That's been there forever. And Wilmette, they had a couple of rinks I think they played out of. I haven't been up that way in a while.
Yeah,
showing my age, but
I would be able to tell you, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's a Park District course.
Yes.
I mean, a Park District ice rink. So again, St. Jude's in the green with white trim, and Wilmette, the Trevians are going to be white with looks like black and silver trim,
blue
something
and
like
silver,
that.
I think.
Yeah,
Blue, like a dark blue. And this is St. Jude was the 4 seed coming in, and the Trevians were the 2 seed. So St. Jude knocked off the 1 seed Rockford in 2 straight games. They won the first one 3-2 and shut them out 2-0 in the second one to get here. So the Trevians beat the Hawks 5-2 in their first one and 3-1 in their second one. So
okay, well, sounds like they got some good goaltending. They were,
yes.
But number 4 knocking off number 1, that's pretty significant. That's that's why you play the games, right, John?
Yep.
You never know. The rankings make one thing, but you got to do it on the ice.
Well, and what's great, what I always love about going through these seasons with the kids and everything, is you'll see some of the kids or teams that might win handily early on in the season. You might give up some points, but as the teams progress and they develop through the season, they close that gap, and some of them come all the way, from bottom to the top. They started at the bottom in August, September, October, and then something happens around Thanksgiving, Christmas. Everybody comes back from the holiday, and the kids, you're like playing with a completely different team.
Is it? Well, that's what they're growing up and they're learning the game.
Yes.
And great is that they transferred from practice out to the game situation. So, yeah, it's a long season, as you mentioned. This is February, 22nd, I think, and you probably have trials back in August.
Yeah.
And even before that, you do might even play spring league, or you have power skate and stuff like that, conditioning and all the other stuff that goes with it. So it's a long season for these kids, and It's a tribute to them to get it to the championship game.
Yes.
Now, I think they still have state tournaments going on, or state play-ins right now, too, also. So
yeah,
that's
state's going
coming
on
up
as
another
well.
week or two.
Yep.
March Madness.
Yep.
So.
and then every parent gets about a week off, and then spring starts.
Yeah. You get a chance to wash your car and fill up. Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about how many miles you put on your car. I had to do it. My old Tommy's 41 now, so I had to do that 35 years ago. And gas wasn't $3.30 a gallon.
Yeah.
It was still, we still thought it was high, but now the league has really grown. I mean, you're going down south to Decatur and Bloomington. You're going to Wisconsin, South Bend, Iowa. You got, I mean, the travel it really is travel now.
Yes.
And it's which is great. The kids get to play. That's a tribute to the Illinois hockey, how it's grown over the years.
Absolutely. The growth has been.
Well, time is winding down. They're heading back to their respective benches to get some final instructions from their coach. And as I mentioned, John Jablonski is the head coach for the Trevians, and John Swiatek is for the St. Jude's. And good, a tribute to the coaching staff for getting these kids here and ready to play. And I'm sure they're all excited. They've got a decent crowd because they all had to come from something. They wasn't down the street. The people from Wilmette, Park Ridge area, Winnetka are around here, and then the south side, St. Jude's is on the south side, so they had a bit of a shorter ride, but they're here. So.
Yep. And I can tell you, just watching in the warm-ups and even in the pregame, some of these kids out of Wilmette they were flying, coming for the pictures with their moms.
Yeah.
They came flying through, almost barreled through the door down here to get to. Didn't even stay to gave their mom a hug. Didn't even stay for the picture. So they're excited this morning.
Well, this doesn't happen. We've been doing this tournament down here for a long time now, and I mean, even now, I run into kids who are now in their 30s and 40s who remember coming here. And let's go to the game. Puck is down and game on. Trevians trying to chip it into the St. Jude zone. And it's back to center. That's Slade with it for St. Jude's. Bailey throws it to the far boards. And back to center. Well, this is the fourth time these two teams have played each other, John, so there shouldn't be any surprises, at least to them.
They should know what's coming, probably have a feeling out process and getting out of the jitters.
Yeah, and that's really the main thing, getting the jitters out. Puck is in the far boards. Trevian's trying to set up a play. Here's a fan down the shot. He had an open shot there in the circle. Now St. Jude's carries it out. Up to Slade, number 9. That was Threewitt. Throwing it to Slade into the near corner. Slade trying to get control now. New Trier has it. Or New Trevians, I should say. And here comes the Trevians. Bailey poked away from him. And back to center. Nice play there by St. Jude's. Got a whistle offside. That was 64 Fowler. St. Jude's who poke check there.
About a minute and 10 in. I thought that for that first shift there was some good pacing. They were moving up and down, maybe a little bit. Maybe their hands will come to them a little bit here as they settle in.
Play is in the St. Jude zone. It's still loose in the circle, bound behind the net. Look in the center. Looks like St. Jude is going to carry it out. A little 2-on-2. That was McDonald with it, number 88. He had some speed, but poked away from him. Hey, here's a quick shot, but not wide of the net. Centering pass blocked. McDonald again with it, turns and dumps it in the corner. And they swing it all the way to the far boards. Kept in by McDonald. Good shift here by St. Jude's. Trying to clear back at the point, kept in. Kept in out, controlled by the Trevians, and they carry it out. I think that's Bailey, Will Bailey. Pass didn't connect with his teammate, and back to center we go. Well, fanned on the pass, but no harm. Valdez with it now.
Good job by Valdez, waiting for his player to get out to be onside.
And St. Jude's lost an edge, and here Halbert with it. He's got some room. Oh, his centering pass. He missed number Nicotina there. He had a chance. Play behind the net. Up to Nicotina again at the point. He throws it toward the net. Loose in front. Still loose. Here's a turnaround shot wide. That's Webster in goal for St. Jude's. And here comes Neef with it, and still trying to control, then controlled by Maneri. Good. Oh, we have an offsides here on St. Jude, so we're going to have a face-off here at center. 7:58 in the first period, no score.
Pace was picking up there. We had a little bit of a good set of action there where there was no whistle, and you can see both teams were starting to. You can see the jitter starting to wear off, and they were starting to warm to the task a little bit.
Yeah, everybody's got a chance to get on the ice, so now they're into the game mode. Oh, a nice pass/shot. That's wide. Loose puck into the St. Jude zone. Chase is on. Picked up by Folliard. He turns and stops and reverses course. Kept in by Trevians. A shot tipped to the near boards. Never made it to the goalie.
I believe that was blocked by Grace Threewood there.
Good pressure by the Trevians here, John, on that shift. Try it again. Looking the center pass, but Trevians still have it. Cronin with it. He's going to take a shot, and a nice shot, and a nice save by Webster. Someone kind of screened on that. Back to the point. Bailey's never made the shot. Hey, we got a chance.
Nice
Off to
pass.
Koistra. Koistra with a shot, but it couldn't get it on net. Now it's centered in front, looking for a tip. Still loose. Poked out to the point. Neeft with it. Wings it behind the net. Koistra centers right through everybody. Kept in by Neeft. Bouncing puck toward the net. Good hit. Open net shot. Oh, and my save. Oh, man, what a save there by McElveny. He slid over and got
his glove on it. That was a great save. That saved it for sure goal. He had the
that was in the net, John. Yeah. Rolling puck into back to center ice. Bailey with it for the Trevians.